Okay, I think we're good. Let's just let her go. Okay, see Lucas, I don't need you. There. Okay, folks, this is going to be tricky. You've got to keep your head in the game. We are going to do organic pathways. Here's the thing. It's not like there's an infinite number of possibilities. It's not like you're standing there and there's 3,000 roads to go down. There's 5 roads to go down. So the whole trick here is not to give up. Step 1, you draw the 2 molecules that they give you. What we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how we can get from here to here using our different reactions that we have. Okay, you can work forwards or backwards. It depends on the molecule and what you're trying to do. Listen, there's only one way to make a C double bonded O, and that is to start with an alcohol. So I know I need this. What do I have to do to go from here to here?
They have to oxidize.
Oxidize. Folks, you've got a chart. There's 3 redox reactions in it. If you ever see a C double bonded to an O, you have to go to that chart. The only way to make this is to oxidize. There's 2 ways to go from here to here. Does anybody know how I can go from here to here? Somebody whose initials are not EC. Let's see what we can come up with. Drapes knows. I know Drapes knows the answer. There's 2 ways to get there. Anybody? Anybody? Can help? Oh, I thought you had your hand up. Just playing with your pencil? Alyssa, do you know?
Substitute?
Yeah, substitute. So in a substitution, we're going to substitute this for this. Here's another way you could do this. You could have eliminated, made a double bond, and then you could have added HOH in.
The first way seems quicker.
It is quicker. Yep.
Going
But
that way.
you got to get this done any way that you can. Okay? So you've got to do what it takes to get the job done. So what I'm trying to say here is if you do it in 2 steps instead of 1, it's still good. Okay. Look for number 1. If you got a C double bonded O and you're trying to make it, you need an OH to make it. If you start with a C double bonded O, you got to reduce it back to an alcohol. You can't do anything with C double bonded to O except for oxidize or reduce. Question number 2. We're just going to keep on rolling. You've already seen about a quarter of the tricks that can be thrown at you. 1 propanol to 2 propanol. Okay, listen. Anytime you move a functional group, you've got to eliminate to blow up the molecule. Please listen to what I'm saying. Anytime that you move a functional group, your first move is going to be to eliminate. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to move where the functional group is. We've got an easy last step if anybody can see it. Yep.
Addition.
Yep. We're just going to add the HOH back in where we want it. So we eliminated HOH. Remember, when you eliminate, you make a double bond. And when you added it back in, you just added it where you wanted it. Peter, how are we doing?
I'm tired.
You wish you were back in calculus right now, don't you, Peter?
I don't.
Oh. Okay. I know we're doing rapid fire here. The only way to get this stuff is just to keep going and going and going. Can I get rid of this? Thank you. We are going to go. Man, these are tough. We are going to go from 1 propanol to 1,2-dichloropropane. Remember, you can start from here or you can start from here. Here's my question. Let's see if anyone picked up on this. If you ever see a C double bonded O, what's the first thing you have to do? There's only
Find
one
an
thing you
OH.
can do. Ava?
Get an OH.
Yes.
Reduce.
So, if you see a C double bonded O, you reduce it. If you're trying to make a C double bonded O, you have to oxidize it. You need 2 steps here. Do you have what you want? No. Blow it up. How do we blow up a molecule? What do we do?
Are we eliminating?
Yeah,
that? Okay.
we're going to eliminate. By blowing it up, I mean to strip it back to its fact that it's just a carbon chain. How do we go from here to here? Lucas,
Addition?
what are we going to add in?
Two chlorine?
Yep, Cl2. Okay, I'm getting rid of this, getting rid of this. Okay, we are going to change number 4 from propene to propanoic acid. So 4 is propene to propanoic acid. How do we make a C double bonded O? How do we make a C double bonded O?
Oxidization.
You have to memorize aldehyde to carboxylic acid. How do I make an aldehyde?
Addition.
Nope. You cannot make a C double bonded O except for one way. Peter again?
Oxidizing an alcohol.
Yep. Anytime you make a carboxylic acid, you've got to go alcohol to aldehyde to carboxylic acid. Guys, there's only 3 oxidation reduction reactions. You've got to memorize them. Secondary alcohol to ketone, primary alcohol to aldehyde to carboxylic acid. How do I get from here to here, here to here? I'm going to ask a different question. How many people, I won't ask you to answer, but how many people think they know what the reaction is to go from here to here? Let's see if we can get a little scoop here. Okay, guys, when you see a double bonded C in a chain, you know you're adding. If you are totally lost right now, that's okay. Okay, we're just trying to play with this right now. What you have to do is you have to have that scorecard in front of you with all the different reactions, and we're just looking at our different things that can occur. What you're going to start to see is everything starts to look the same after a while. What's the rule if you start with a C double bonded O? There's only one thing you can do to it, Ava.
You're gonna have to change. You have to have alcohol.
Yep, so we got to reduce it back to an alcohol.
But would you do it for the second one too, or no?
For the second reaction, reduce,
Yeah.
you can't reduce an alcohol.
Or no, like for the other one.
But we're trying to get from here to here now.
Oh.
Is that functional group the same place as that one?
No.
So what do we have to do?
Eliminate it.
Eliminate it. If the functional group's not on the right carbon, you have to eliminate it. Now what do we have to do?
You have to add it back on.
Yep, you need to get to an alcohol now. You cannot make a C double bonded O without getting to an alcohol. What's the reaction called when we make a C double bonded O? What's it called?
Oxidization.
Okay, let's play another game. How many people are 8 out of 10 or higher in their ability to see what I've done? How many people can see what I've done? Okay, just trying to get a handle here where people are. Ask questions if you need to. Yeah,
So basically, we're trying to get the 2 propanone to the 1 propanone.
yes,
That's the whole.
that's
So
what we're trying to
just
do.
discovering the process of how we get one to the other.
Yes,
Okay.
so if you're in a lab and
It's
I
just
ask you to
kinda
make something,
confusing when we're doing it.
I know, it is at first,
Yeah.
but once you, it's one of those things in life where you'll get it all at once, and it'll go, oh, I could do any of these.
Yeah.
This one's a hard one. I keep saying that. We're going to go 2-chloropropane to 1,2-chloropropane,
Like this looks so.
and this will be our last one.
Wouldn't you just have to add another chlorine?
You can't add if you don't have a double bond in the carbon chain.
Eliminate.
What? Gavin's got an answer?
Eliminate.
Yeah, guys, anytime you end up with a functional group where it wasn't before, you've got to eliminate. Look, I would almost say to people, look for elimination first, because now you're just starting, it's just like doing construction in your house. Don't try and fix something. Rip it all out and start again. Make it better. Let's get rid of it. Eliminate. Now what are we going to do? Gavin knows. How-
Can we just add again or do it?
Yep.
That's right.
Add Cl2. Hey folks, this is round 1. Have patience with me for 1 second. If you go to the types of chemical reactions, there's a PDF, and these are the ones that you should be working on right now, the ones with a blue dot beside them. If you ever see propane in there, change it to propene. So in number 11, I changed the propane to propene. So these are the questions you should be working on. Good luck, folks. Email me if you have any problems.